Hey SnapFlash fam! Today we've got a powerful story of resilience, leadership, and a fight for public health. Botswana's opposition leader, Dumelang Saleshando, just returned to Parliament after surviving a life-threatening medical emergency. But his comeback? It's not just political, it's personal and it's inspiring. Did you know Saleshando underwent emergency brain surgery just weeks ago, and now he's back on the floor of Parliament vowing to champion cancer awareness across Botswana? Stick around. This is one of those stories that shows the human side of politics. Before we dive into this emotional update, hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and stay connected to real stories shaping Southern Africa. Only here on SnapFlash. It was an emotional scene in Gaborone. Dumelang Saleshando, Maun North MP and leader of the opposition, walked back into Parliament for the first time since undergoing emergency brain surgery. The chamber welcomed him with applause and heartfelt support. In a heartfelt address, Saleshando laid out exactly what happened. Not to draw sympathy, but to fight misinformation. Matters of health are private, but secrecy fuels rumors, he said. He made it clear his surgery had nothing to do with cancer, as some had wrongly speculated.
Though matters of health are essentially confidential, for a person that holds public office, the public office that I hold, being Member of Parliament for Maun North, President of Botswana Congress Party, and Leader of the Opposition, secrecy on my health status can only provide fertile ground for unnecessary rumors and speculation. Such is the reality of our times, where false information spreads faster than the truth. Without any pressure from anyone, I have decided to share with the nation the health challenges I have been going through. During the 12th Parliament, I stated on the floor of Parliament that I had been diagnosed with prostate cancer. This was not an attention-seeking disclosure, for there is no joy derived from the reality that your body is home to cancer cells that may possibly prematurely lead you to your grave. News of cancer are bad news for any family and come with fear, worry, and uncertainty. My decision at the time to share with the public my otherwise confidential health report was motivated by a desire to bring greater public awareness to a feared disease that can be contained. There are too many families grappling with cancer in silence, allowing the disease to flourish amongst a population that is not equipped with facts about the killer disease, when the truth is that its prevalence, as I have said, can be contained. The basic facts about prostate cancer: it falls within that category of diseases that are called non-communicable diseases. It's the most common cancer in men, the fourth most common cancer worldwide. Approximately 1.4 million men are diagnosed with prostate cancer annually. It is influenced by age, family history, and lifestyle choices. And in my case, I want to emphasize family history. I'll explain why. Localized prostate cancer causes no symptoms. You can have it and never know. Early detection of prostate cancer makes treatment easier. It is my plan to dedicate more of my time to use my experience with cancer to educate more members of the public about the disease and hope that the nation is better equipped to protect itself against the enemy. My family has a history of cancer. This history drove me to undertake annual tests for possible prostate cancer, which only requires a simple blood test, something that most men do not do until it is late and the cancer has spread. My annual test allowed for me to detect the cancer early and seek assistance, the assistance that I needed to make sure that the cancer does not spread. Towards the end of May 2025, following advice from my medical team, I underwent a specialized scan to check whether or not the cancer had spread to any other parts of my body. The latest routine tests had indicated that the prostate cancer had essentially become undetectable as my body had responded well to the treatment. The scan revealed that the cancer had not spread to any other part of my body. And to that, I can only say, to God be the glory. However, the scan revealed more than what I had hoped for. It revealed that I had blood leaking into the brain. The Minister of Health is not here. I would have used the words that were used, which would have made sense to him. But in simple terms, what this simply means is that blood accumulates between the brain and the skull. This presented a medical emergency that had to be attended to. As a result, I was immediately admitted to hospital and underwent an emergency brain surgery to remove the blood and to stop the bleeding. The bleeding also I did not go and undergo an operation related to cancer, as some social media commentators have alleged. The brain surgery was successful, and I have been recovering well. Many thanks to the medical team that attended to me. In the main, the neurosurgeon who performed the operation, a Cuban doctor by the names Dr. Nelvio Rodriguez. Thank you to the cardiologists, Dr. Dumelang Saleshando, a young, gifted Botswana doctor, for taking me through tests that ascertained if my heart was in a good condition to undergo the sensitive operation. And thanks to another Botswana doctor, Dr. Molaudi, who put me to deep sleep and later called out at the end of the surgery. And he emphasized later that I was quick to get up, and I said, I'm like Lazarus, when called up to wake up, I do so quickly. Special thanks to the members of my immediate family who were in the house today, who had to focus on caring for a person they had previously thought was a durable working machine that can never succumb to any force. In their own different ways, my team of Dineo, who was the principal caregiver and at times acting member of parliament for Maun North, undertaking certain duties that I couldn't undertake. Luago, who drove me to go and get attention when I needed to change the bandages. Siabo, who stayed home more than normal times. No, to keep me company. And Ramoni for the massages. Unfortunately, Ramoni, I'm not yet in a position to say who between you and your mother is better. It remains a draw. They made sure that my experience was not necessarily more unbearable than it already was. Botswana flooded me with good wishes and prayers from all corners of the country. I was unable to respond, but I want to say to you, I appreciated your kind thoughts. They have meant a lot to me.
Saleshando didn't hold back in thanking his wife Dineo, their children, and his medical team, especially neurosurgeon Dr. Nelvio Rodriguez, for standing by him in the most difficult of days. And yes, he showed up in Parliament in a modified outfit. Not for style, but to protect healing scars. This is not a fashion statement. he quipped with a smile. Just comfort. Meanwhile, Boniface Mabeyo, the BCP's parliamentary spokesperson, confirmed that Saleshando is steadily regaining strength and will continue participating in parliamentary duties while prioritizing full recovery.
He's getting better. He's not yet fully recovered. Parliamentary.
Ya no ka tsa party ke manya e le gore o ya go mo tshwarelela go tsama. We understand gore ga khone go tsama long distances le gone sentse gore go wa a site for 3 hours only gore ke manyano taba a tsamaisa party.
Ya ka witse rena le vice president who is the president in the absence of the president. So ya ka bona re ntse tsama sentle because rena le re Lucas ene a tsambwetse dipele ba party ya rona in the absence of the president. Tota re na le maikelo a go le ka go support Tautona gore Tautona sidlege re mo tlhoka a sidlegile a boetse back to full recovery. So re tlo tsamaya le ene leeto leo re tsamaya le leeto leo tle re ntse re etele pele ke comrade Lucas.
Nga motho ka batla go tlhaloganya gore the President Saleshando na dirile some promises for more session in this winter session. What later some expositions to corruption elements. Will he still be able to do that, or will he delegate other party members to do that?
Koko sa rona re 15. Re ba ntse re siame thata re nonofile. Re tshwaraganetse dikgantse tsotlhe tse a sa kgoneng go di dira re teng re ba ntse re nonofile. Re tla kgona re di fitise tsotlhe kana ya ka re le mogwana re tsamaisa kgang le ngwe fela tse dingwe le ha ile nna fela tse dingwe ke gore o neela kombedio because depending on who can address which one better. So even in his absence to tara re siamela o tla bona o distributor, but remember he is a soldier tla ke beya ke le sole la kgollesego jaanong o tla tswela ntse a lwa jalo a khartla jalo fo ala panteng re teng re na le ene ra go tswela re ntse re lwa le ene. So ke go solofetsa gore whatever he has promised shall be delivered in this parliament.
What do you think about politicians using personal battles to push public awareness? Should more leaders open up like this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're listening. If you found Saleshando's story powerful, show some love. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video to spread the message of resilience and awareness. Dumelang Saleshando's return to Parliament is more than a comeback. It's a call to action, a call for cancer awareness, early detection, and fighting the stigma around illness. As he said himself, quoting scripture, "I am the Lord who heals you." From all of us here at SnapFlash, we wish Saleshando continued recovery and salute his courage in turning personal struggle into public service. We'll keep following his advocacy journey. Until then, stay informed, stay bold, and we'll see you in the next SnapFlash.
Hallelujah.